selected.
No,
I have the list
then
right
it makes
here.
more sense, because I would never see Ignite picking this map, and Ignite shouldn't feel very confident about this map unless he has a specific build planned. I feel like taking the third is so incredibly hard for Protoss on this map that you're forced into some kind of weird 2-base Colossal in, which is strong, but because it's such an obvious decision, that makes it easier for uThermal to stop that build.
Yeah, that is true. And the question, of course, is, will uThermal use the same build he used last time? Because if he does, his predictability might get the better of him. Here we have him, ladies and gentlemen. Give him your support once again, please. The red Terran player from the Netherlands. It is uThermal from AT Gaming. And here we have his opponent playing for Team Fnatic. It is Harstem's teammates. Give it up for Fnatic's Ignite. Very focused, very, very focused.
After the finals here, he's going to be Ignite, formerly known as Harstem's teammate, now DSCL finalist, or even winner, because such a great performance, and I think this is kind of a breakout for him.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, somebody told me that that he did not play at very many LANs before.
I met him at Copenhagen Games. So he does go to some LANs, but he doesn't have the international experience, and he definitely does not have this kind of stage experience.
Oh, so the nerves could be an issue here, him not being used to play on the big stage in front of a lot of people.
The adrenaline could make him shaky. The adrenaline could make him play even better than normal. And I think that could be the case if we look back at the games he's played so far. I think he's playing like better than he usually does.
Oh, okay. All right.
In tournaments, at least.
Yeah, that could be the case. I mean, first he loses to uThermal in the losers bracket, in the winners bracket 0-3. And then he defeats Grubby in an awesome series. And now he's playing entirely differently than, from what we saw before against uThermal. It's the same opponent, but this...
You can tell he doesn't have his feet on the ground entirely. Like against Grubby, having his army in front of the pylon is a big mistake. If he just has his army closer to the pylon, it's not possible for it to be so close.
And, I'm recognizing this, and Ignite should recognize this as well. For those of you that have not been here like 2 hours ago, uThermal did this exact thing on this map. The only difference right now is that before, uThermal was in the bottom and Ignite was to the top left. So the only thing that changed really are the spawn positions. uThermal is going to get 2 Marines and then get a reactor probably on the barracks. And he's going to try, I think he's going to do it. He's going to repeat the same build with the Widowmine Medevac Marine Poke. There's the reactor on the barracks.
This is still standard though. This could be eBay into normal play. But
yeah,
you're right. This is a very good possibility that it does happen. I didn't pay attention to if he pulled off gas, which is very telling. He has 3 on gas, so I think you're correct, and I think it is going to be the Medevac build. And he still hasn't thrown on his eBay. So I think you're correct. It's going to be the Medevac.
Yeah, and last time around, he blocked his ramp with the unfinished supply depot, just like he did this game. So Ignite should recognize this. And if
does Ignite think maybe he's doing standard play but mind gaming me?
Maybe he's fooling me.
Yeah, like you're never entirely sure.
Exactly. Anyways, Ignite is not doing the same build that he did before. Before it was a Sentry expansion. He's actually proxying a Twilight Council. So this could either be... do you think this could be a Blink all-in? I mean, there is a huge cliff leading into the main base of the Terran player.
Very good possibility. It could also be a Dark Templar build, but
yeah.
I think Blink is a very, very... You're hitting very close to home. I think that's a good possibility. Plus, it's a map where 2 base is good for Protoss, but 3 base not. But it is a Dark Shrine.
It's a Dark Shrine, and uThermal, he'll not have any detection with this.
Plus, he's going to fly in with the Medevac, expecting to see everything he needs to see, doing the harass. And in fact, the proxy is helping so much because of the build order uThermal chose.
Yeah, exactly. I think Ignite is counting on the fact that uThermal will be doing the same build he did last time on this map. So he's basically hard countering it because he knows there will be no eBay, there will be no detection, the army will be out of position trying to pressure him. And he can warp in defensively and offensively. Let's take a look at the building tab. He's got 1 gateway and he's building 2 more. Yeah, he can definitely warp in 1 DT for the natural, 1 for the main, and 1 defensively. And then uThermal will be having 2 scans at most, and he'll have to make a decision: where do I scan? What do I sacrifice?
I think you hit the nail on the head when you said Ignite should recognize it. He saw the depot at the ramp and thought, let me proxy a Dark Stride, because that build is great against someone who has a delayed eBay and is on my side of the map with his army.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like, these are the kind of things that you only really experience in long series, in tournaments, because that's the situation when the build orders alone just don't cut it. The execution alone just doesn't cut it. You need to exploit the way your opponent thinks. Here's the eBay, but it's a little bit too late. Oh my god, the depot's down, the DT walks
Did he
just
see
like
it, though?
this into the main base.
I saw him select something. He knows now, at least.
Yeah, he knows. Immediate GG out of uThermal. Wow.